More on the program. The nonprofit Action on Armed Violence. We built and operated 2 training centers with a program with 4 components. 1, training in rice and vegetable farming, animal husbandry, and rubber and palm cultivation. 2, counseling and a life skills class aimed at socialization. 3, after graduation, transported to a community of their choice and coordination with the community for access to farmland. 4, a 2-stage package of tools, supplies tailored to the trainee's interest that cost $125. Half upon graduation, half several months later, conditional on spending the first half properly. And this, in total, this cost $1,275 per person, a ton, with estimated returns of $114 per year. If you thought it was complicated, where are we? Liberia is next to Sierra Leone. Data, the primary data comes from a baseline survey, a piece of cake, and an inline survey 18 months later of the final sample. This was really hard since, by nature, these men move around and are hard to reach. They also conducted 8 weeks of unstructured interviews before, during, and after the program with everyone involved, and 1 American and 2 Liberian RAs followed 26 treated men over 2 years, typically interviewing them 4 times. Lots of other interviews. This is super impressive. Table 1, baseline summary statistics and test of randomization, balance, conceptual framework. The authors provide a simple model of occupational choice between legal and illegal occupations, allowing for individuals to be socialized, to penalize themselves for illicit work, or the reverse. Insights from the model. The provision of training and capital will only shift employment patterns if specific market failures exist, i.e. credit constraints, imperfect information. This is standard. Men are unlikely to exit illicit activities entirely, assuming diminishing returns to agriculture. An agricultural-oriented reintegration program will work best on people with low initial productivity but interest in learning and who are credit constrained. On the flip side, the program will not work on those with a low penalty for illicit work, with high returns to illicit work, or with high agricultural input prices. Let's see some results. Table 3, program impacts on occupational choice and income. People are more likely to be engaged in farming and less likely to be engaged in illicit resource extraction, and their incomes increase. Yay! But they are still not doing zero illicit activities. Table 4, program impacts on mercenary recruitment proxies. People are less engaged with mercenary activities and less willing to go fight in Côte d'Ivoire. Yay! Impacts are larger for those who were told to wait for cash. Heterogeneity of program impacts by package choice. What about socialization? Nothing really. Table 6, program impacts on social relations, networks, and peers. Table 7, program impacts on antisocial behavior and attitudes to violence and democracy. Outcomes, antisocial behavior, 13 measures, uses a war name, approval for use of violence, community participation, leadership, attitudes to democracy.